The Eleusinian mysteries were one of the most secretive religious rites of the ancient world, originating in Greece and centered around the town of Eleusis, established at least as early as the 7th century BC, and possibly rooted in even older traditions. They were sacred initiatory ceremonies dedicated to the Greek gods Demeter and Persephone. They were deeply connected to agricultural cycles, the afterlife, and spiritual enlightenment. The main aspects of the Eleusinian mysteries remain a secret, as initiates were sworn to absolute silence regarding the rituals they witnessed and participated in. This mystery has led to centuries of speculation regarding what exactly occurred during these ceremonies and what knowledge was passed on to the initiates. The Eleusinian mysteries are believed to have revolved around the myth of Demeter and her daughter Persephone, who was abducted by Hades and taken to the underworld. The ceremonies likely symbolize death and rebirth, reflecting the cycle of the seasons. Some scholars theorize that the rituals included the use of psychoactive substances to induce spiritual visions, allowing initiates to experience mystical revelations about the nature of existence in the afterlife. Others believe that the initiation provided a deeply emotional and psychological transformation, offering hope for a blessed afterlife. In 415 BC, a scandal erupted in Athens when prominent citizens, including the general Alcibiades, were accused of performing the sacred rites outside their proper setting. This was seen as a grave act of sacrilege, leading to political unrest and a crackdown on unauthorized religious activities. However, there is no historical evidence that the organization itself engaged in any wrongdoing. Rather, it was a respected institution that maintained its secrecy and sacred traditions for centuries. The mysteries continued for nearly a millennium, surviving through the Roman era and attracting initiates from across the ancient world. However, they came to an end in the late 4th century when Emperor Theodosius I, a Christian ruler, banned pagan practices. The sanctuary at Eleusis was later destroyed by invading forces, marking the final death of the ancient rites. The Eleusinian mysteries remain one of the most secretive religious traditions, with their true nature being lost to history. The Nine Unknown Men is a legendary secret society said to have been founded in 273 BC by Emperor Ashoka of the Maurya dynasty in India. According to the legend, Ashoka established this group after witnessing the devastation caused by the Kalinga War, seeking to prevent knowledge that could be misused from falling into the wrong hands. The Nine Unknown Men were supposedly tasked with safeguarding and advancing critical knowledge in various fields, including warfare, communication, psychology, alchemy, and even extraterrestrial life. Each of the 9 members was believed to be the guardian of a specific book containing advanced and potentially dangerous knowledge, passing their wisdom down through generations to selected successors. The greatest mystery surrounding the 9 Unknown Men is whether they ever truly existed. The first modern mention of the society comes from the 19th century writings of French author Louis Jacoliot and later popularized by Talbot Mundy in his 1923 novel The Nine Unknown. Some theorists argue that the group has continued to operate in secrecy for over 2 millennia, influencing scientific and technological advancements from behind the scenes. Others believe the story is purely mythical, created to add an aura of mystery to India's history. Various theories suggest that the 9 Unknown Men possessed advanced knowledge of bioengineering, gravity control, and even weapons capable of mass destruction. Unlike other secret organizations accused of manipulation or conspiracy, the 9 Unknown Men are generally portrayed as benevolent keepers of knowledge, ensuring that dangerous information does not fall into irresponsible hands. However, some theorists speculate that if such a group did exist, it may have influenced historical events by controlling or suppressing knowledge for their own purposes. Some conspiracy theorists claim that famous scientists, leaders, or intellectuals throughout history may have had connections to the group, though no credible evidence supports these claims. Whether the organization is still active remains unknown, as no verifiable records of their activities exist. If the legend is true, the 9 Unknown Men may still be operating in the shadows, safeguarding knowledge that could change the world. However, without historical proof, their existence remains one of the greatest unsolved mysteries of secret societies. The Mithraic mysteries were a secretive religious cult that flourished in the Roman Empire between the 1st and 4th centuries. The mystery religion was centered around the god Mithras, a deity with probable Persian origins, though the Roman version of his worship developed independently. The origins of the Mithraic mysteries remain uncertain, but they appear to have been influenced by Zoroastrianism and other Eastern traditions. The cult was exclusive to men and specifically popular among Roman soldiers, suggesting that it emphasized discipline, loyalty, and brotherhood. Because the initiates were bound by secrecy, very little is known about the exact nature of the rituals or beliefs, leaving historians to piece together information from inscriptions, artwork, and temple remains. The mystery surrounding the Mithraic mysteries primarily revolves around their rituals and theological significance. The most common depiction of Mithras shows him slaying a sacred bull, which appears in nearly every Mithraic temple. Scholars debate the meaning of this act, while others believe it symbolizes death and rebirth. The religion had a complex structure with 7 levels of initiation, each associated with specific symbolic meanings and trials. Some theories suggest that initiates underwent staged rituals involving feasting, symbolic death, and possible oaths of secrecy. However, due to the lack of written records, much about their practices remains speculative. Despite its secrecy, there is no evidence that the Mithraic mysteries were involved in any wrongdoing or illicit activities. Unlike some mystery cults that faced accusations of immorality, Mithraism appears to have functioned as a structured, hierarchical religious order that promoted virtues such as courage and fidelity. However, it did face competition with the growing influence of Christianity. Some scholars believe that Mithraism and early Christianity shared certain similarities, such as ritual meals and themes of salvation, which may have contributed to tensions between the two religions. By the late 4th century, the Mithraic mysteries declined as Christianity became the dominant faith of the Roman Empire. Emperor Theodosius I officially banned pagan practices in 391, leading to the closure of Mithraic temples and the end of the cult. With no written scriptures or institutional framework, Mithraism disappeared entirely, leaving behind only archaeological remnants and debates about its mysteries. The Knights Templar was a powerful and mysterious medieval military order founded in 1119 during the time of the Crusades. Officially known as the Poor Fellow Soldiers of Christ and of the Temple of Solomon, the order was established to protect Christian pilgrims traveling to the Holy Land. Recognized by Pope Honorius II in 1129, the Templars quickly became one of the most influential organizations in Europe, amassing vast wealth, military strength, and a network of fortresses across Christendom. The secrecy surrounding their inner workings, rituals, and ultimate downfall has fueled centuries of speculation and conspiracy theories. The mystery surrounding the Knights Templar primarily revolves around their supposed hidden knowledge, secret treasures, and unorthodox beliefs. Some theories suggest they discovered the Holy Grail, the Ark of the Covenant, or other sacred relics beneath the Temple Mount in Jerusalem. Others speculate that the Templars had immense knowledge, possibly connected to Gnosticism, alchemy, or even early forms of Freemasonry. Their initiation ceremonies were rumored to involve strange rituals, which later became part of the accusations against them. Despite their initial purpose as protectors of Christian lands, the Templars were involved in controversy, specifically due to their immense financial power. They developed an early form of banking, allowing European monarchs and nobles to store wealth and take loans, making them both indispensable and dangerous to ruling authorities. Their financial dominance, along with their military independence, led to their downfall. In 1307, King Philip IV of France, heavily indebted to the order, orchestrated their suppression. He arrested many Templars on charges of heresy, blasphemy, and corruption. Accusations likely fabricated to justify seizing their assets. Under torture, some knights confessed to bizarre allegations, such as spitting on the cross or worshipping a mysterious idol called Baphomet. Though historians widely regarded these confessions as coerced, they were used as evidence in the trials. The order was officially disbanded in 1312 by Pope Clement V under pressure from Philip IV. In 1314, the last Grand Master, Jacques de Molay, was burned at the stake, famously cursing the king and pope before his death. While the Templar organization was dissolved, legends persist that some members escaped and continued operating in secrecy, possibly influencing later secret societies like the Freemasons. Though no verifiable evidence proves their continued existence, the Knights Templar remain mysterious. The Rosicrucians are a mysterious order that first emerged in the early 17th century, though some accounts claim their origins stretch back much further. The movement became widely known through a series of anonymous manifestos published in Germany beginning in 1614. These documents spoke of a secret brotherhood founded by a mythical figure named Christian Rosicrucians, who was said to have traveled to the Middle East and gained hidden knowledge of alchemy, mysticism, and divine wisdom. The Rosicrucians claimed to possess secret teachings that could transform society and bring about enlightenment. The greatest mystery surrounding the Rosicrucians is whether they were ever a real organization or merely a philosophical concept. Despite the manifesto's claims, no verifiable historical record confirmed the existence of an actual Rosicrucian brotherhood in the 17th century. Some scholars believe that the writings were symbolic, intended to promote intellectual and spiritual awakening rather than to describe an actual secret society. Nevertheless, the manifesto sparked widespread curiosity, leading many to seek out the hidden order or even from their own groups claiming Rosicrucian lineage. Over time, the Rosicrucian tradition influenced Freemasonry and other secretive movements. Some conspiracy theorists suggest that Rosicrucians have played a role in shaping modern secret societies, or even guiding world affairs through hidden knowledge, but there is no concrete evidence to support these claims. Some notable figures, including philosophers and scientists such as Francis Bacon and Isaac Newton, have been linked to Rosicrucian ideas, though there is no definitive proof of their membership. The legacy of the Rosicrucians continues today through various organizations that claim to be the spiritual successors of the original brotherhood, such as the ancient mystical order Rosicrucians, which was founded in the early 20th century. Whether these modern groups have any direct connection to the 17th century movement remains debatable. While the true origins and influence of the Rosicrucians may never be fully uncovered, their legacy continues on as one of history's most intriguing, secretive groups. Freemasonry is one of the most well-known yet secretive societies in history, with its origins tracing back to the late 16th or early 17th century. It is believed to have evolved from medical stonemason guilds, which were groups of skilled craftsmen who built cathedrals and other structures. By the 18th century, Freemasonry had transitioned from a trade guild into a fraternal organization focused on philosophy, ethics, and personal development. It became a structured society with rituals, symbolic teachings, and a hierarchy of degrees, including the entered apprentice, fellowcraft, and master mason. The secrecy surrounding its ceremonies and the use of obscure symbols, such as the square and compass, has fueled speculation and conspiracy theories for centuries. The mystery surrounding Freemasonry largely stems from its secretive meetings, initiation rites, and extensive uses of symbolism. Some theories suggest that the Freemasons guard hidden knowledge passed down from ancient civilizations, while others claim they are involved in political and economic affairs worldwide. The organization officially states that it is a fraternal society dedicated to moral improvement, charity, and enlightenment, with no hidden agenda. Despite this, many conspiracy theories link Freemasonry to the Illuminati, the New World Order, and even occult practices, though there is no credible evidence to support these claims. Freemasonry has faced various controversies throughout history. In the 18th and 19th centuries, the Catholic Church condemned the organization, viewing its secrecy and secular philosophy as a threat to religious authority. Several Catholic decrees were issued against Freemasonry, and some governments banned it outright, fearing it could be a subversive force. During World War II, Germany persecuted the Freemasons as the regime believed they were part of a global conspiracy. Despite these accusations, there is no proof that Freemasonry has engaged in any criminal or unethical activities. It remains a largely recognized and widely respected organization that emphasizes philanthropy and self-improvement. Many prominent historical figures have been associated with Freemasonry, including George Washington, Benjamin Franklin, Mozart, and Winston Churchill. The organization is still active today, with millions of members worldwide, and modern Freemasonry operates through lodges, where members gather to perform rituals, discuss philosophical topics, and engage in charitable work. While its influence has dwindled compared to previous centuries, Freemasonry continues to attract individuals interested in its traditions and moral teachings. Though surrounded by myths and speculation, Freemasonry endures as one of history's most intriguing and long-standing secret societies. The Illuminati is one of the most famous and mysterious secret societies in history, often associated with conspiracy theories about global control and hidden influence. The original group, known as the Bavarian Illuminati, was founded on May 1st, 1776, by Adam Weishaupt, a professor of canon law at the University of Ingolstadt in Bavaria, Germany. Weishaupt created the organization with the goal of promoting reason, enlightenment, and opposition to religious and governmental oppression. Inspired by the ideas of the Enlightenment, the Illuminati sought to reform society by spreading knowledge and resisting tyranny. The group operated secretly, recruiting intellectuals, politicians, and other influential figures into its ranks. The mystery surrounding the Illuminati stems from its secret nature. While the Bavarian Illuminati only existed for a short period before being banned by the Bavarian government in 1785, theories persist that the organization survived and continued to operate in the shadows. Many believe that the Illuminati evolved into a powerful, hidden elite that manipulates world events, controls financial institutions, and influences governments to create a so-called New World Order. This theory suggests that the group seeks to establish a one-world government, although there is no concrete evidence to support such claims. Controversies surrounding the Illuminati began soon after its creation, as European monarchies and religious institutions saw it as a threat. The Bavarian government outlawed the organization, forcing its members to disband or go underground. Over time, the Illuminati became a symbol of secret power, often linked to Freemasonry due to overlapping membership and similar hierarchical structures. While many conspiracy theories accuse the Illuminati of controlling world events, suppressing knowledge, or orchestrating wars and economic crises, no verifiable proof has ever confirmed these allegations. Today, there is no credible evidence that the Illuminati still exists in any official capacity. However, the idea of a powerful, secretive elite controlling global affairs continues to captivate the public imagination, fueled by pop culture, literature, and the internet. Whether real or mythological, the Illuminati remains one of the most intriguing and controversial legends in history. Skull and Bones is a secret society at Yale University, founded in 1832 by William Huntington Russell and Alphonso Taft. It is one of the most well-known college secret societies in the United States, known for its exclusivity, powerful alumni, and mysterious rituals. Each year, only a select group of Yale seniors, referred to as Bonesmen, are invited to join, ensuring that the organization remains an elite and tightly controlled network. Over time, the secrecy surrounding Skull and Bones has fueled speculation about its true purpose and influence in global affairs. The mystery surrounding Skull and Bones primarily stems from its strange rituals, cryptic symbolism, and the immense political and financial power wielded by its members. The society's headquarters, known as the Tomb, is a windowless structure in New Haven, Connecticut, where meetings and initiation ceremonies take place. One of the most widely speculated initiation rituals involves members allegedly confessing personal secrets while lying in a coffin, though the exact details remain unverified. The group's emblem, a skull and crossbones with the number 322, has also sparked theories about hidden meetings and ties to ancient secret societies. Many theories suggest that Skull and Bones serves as a grooming ground for America's elite, creating an influential network that extends into politics, finance, and intelligence. Some believe that the organization plays a role in shaping global policies through its powerful alumni, with accusations that it has ties to the CIA, the Federal Reserve, and even the Council on Foreign Relations. Another famous claim is that the members stole the skull of Apache leader Geronimo, which remains a point of controversy, though no definitive proof has surfaced. Many of its members have held prominent positions in government and businesses, including U.S. President William Howard Taft, George H.W. Bush, and George W. Bush. Skull and Bones remains active today, continuing its annual selection of new members and maintaining its long-standing traditions. Despite persistent conspiracy theories, there is little concrete evidence proving the society has a direct role in global decision-making. However, its reputation as an elite power network ensures that it will remain a subject of intrigue and speculation for years to come. The Bohemian Club is a private, all-male organization founded in 1872 in San Francisco, California. Originally established as a gathering for journalists, artists, and musicians, the club gradually became an exclusive retreat for influential figures in business, politics, and the military. Its most famous event is the annual Bohemian Grove Gathering, held in a secluded forest in Monte Rio, California, where members engaged in discussions, performances, and ceremonies. The secrecy surrounding these meetings has fueled speculation and numerous conspiracy theories about the club's true purpose. The primary mystery surrounding the Bohemian Club revolves around the nature of its gatherings and the influence its members wield. The club's motto, "Weaving spiders come not here," suggests that business and politics are not supposed to be discussed within the group, but critics argue that key political and economic decisions may be made behind closed doors. The most famous and controversial ritual at Bohemian Grove is the Cremation of Care ceremony, in which members conduct a mock sacrifice before a giant owl statue. While the club insists this is merely symbolic, conspiracy theorists claim it represents deeper occult or elitist traditions. Critics argue that the gatherings allow corporate leaders, politicians, and military officials to form secret alliances without public scrutiny. Past investigative reports have revealed that high-profile political discussions, such as the planning of the Manhattan Project, have occurred within the club. Some have also raised concerns over its lack of diversity, as membership has historically been limited to wealthy white men. While there is no concrete evidence that the Bohemian Club has engaged in illegal activities, it has been criticized for its influence over global affairs and for fostering an environment where elites can operate without accountability. Notable members and attendees have included U.S. presidents such as Richard Nixon, Ronald Reagan, and George H.W. Bush. The Bohemian Club remains active today, continuing its annual gatherings and maintaining strict secrecy regarding its activities. Despite ongoing speculation and periodic investigations by journalists, its true impact remains largely unknown. While the organization officially claims to focus on camaraderie, artistic expression, and relaxation, its reputation as a secretive meeting ground for the global elite ensures that conspiracy theories about it will continue on. The Priory of Sion is a name that has been surrounded by mystery, speculation, and controversy since it first appeared in historical discussions in the mid-20th century. Originally, the group was claimed to have been established in 1099 during the First Crusade by Godfrey of Bouillon, supposedly as a secret society dedicated to protecting certain religious and historical truths, specifically concerning the bloodline of Jesus Christ. However, the accuracy of this claim has been widely challenged, and there is no historical evidence supporting the existence of the Priory of Sion before the 20th century. The primary mystery surrounding it stems from its alleged connections to the Holy Grail, secret societies, and the supposed descendants of Jesus Christ. This theory was popularized by books such as The Holy Blood and The Holy Grail by Michael Bajan and others, who claim that the organization safeguarded a hidden royal bloodline descending from Jesus and Mary. Many theories about the Priory suggest that it is an influential secret society with connections to the Knights Templar, the Freemasons, and other secret societies. Some believe it has shaped European history from behind the scenes, orchestrating political and religious events. Others argue that it is responsible for protecting sacred relics and immense knowledge. However, investigations have revealed that the modern Priory of Sion was actually a hoax created in 1956 by Pierre Plantard, a Frenchman with a history of fraud and conspiracy peddling. Documents claiming the group had existed since the Middle Ages were later exposed as forgeries, debunking the notion that the Priory had any legitimate historical roots. Ultimately, the Priory of Sion is not an ancient secret society, but rather a modern myth that continues to capture the imagination of those fascinated by conspiracy theories and historical mysteries. The Thule Society was a German occultist and nationalist organization founded in 1918 in Munich near the end of World War I. It was originally established as the Thule Gesellschaft by Rudolf von Sebentendorf, a mystic and right-wing individual. The group took its name from the mythical land of Thule, which ancient Greek and Roman sources described as a distant northern region, often associated with the idea of an Aryan homeland. The society combined elements of occultism, racial theories, and extreme nationalism, and it played a significant role in shaping early Nazi ideology. The mystery surrounding the Thule Society largely stems from its alleged influence on Adolf Hitler. Some researchers claim that the society was deeply involved in obscure teachings, including astrology, runic symbols, and alleged ancient Aryan knowledge. It is widely believed that the Thule Society helped establish the German Workers' Party, which later became the Nazi Party. While Hitler himself was never a member, key figures in his early political circle had connections to the society. One of the most controversial aspects of the Thule Society is its role in promoting racial purity and anti-Semitic ideologies. The group adopted the belief that Germans were the descendants of a superior Aryan race, and that secret knowledge about this lineage was being hidden by various groups, including Jewish and Masonic organizations. These ideas later influenced German racial policies, contributing to the atrocities of the Holocaust. Additionally, the Thule Society supported paramilitary activities and played a part in the violent political struggles of post-war Germany, including the suppression of leftist uprisings. There is no concrete evidence that the Thule Society engaged in direct criminal activities, but its members and ideological influence contributed to the foundation of the Nazi movement. The society itself dissolved in the early 1920s, as many of its key figures either joined the Nazi Party or lost influence. By the time Hitler consolidated power, the society had effectively ceased to exist as an independent organization. Despite its dissolution, the Thule Society remains a subject of speculation and conspiracy theories. Some claim it evolved into a secret Nazi occultist group, or influenced later organizations. However, most historians view it as a short-lived but influential nationalist group whose ideas helped shape one of the most devastating political movements of the 20th century. The Bilderberg Group is an annual, highly secretive conference that brings together political leaders, business executives, academics, and other influential figures from around the world. It was first established in 1954 by Dutch Prince Bernhard, along with other European and American leaders, with the stated goal of fostering dialogue between North America and Europe to promote cooperation on economic and political issues. The group takes its name from the Hotel de Bilderberg in the Netherlands, where the first meeting was held. Since then, it has continued to convene every year in different locations under strict confidentiality. Meetings are strictly off limits to the press, and attendees are prohibited from publicly discussing what was said. The lack of transparency has led to claims that the group operates as a shadow organization, orchestrating global events behind the scenes. Some theories believe it is working toward a centralist world government or a new world order, manipulating economies, controlling media narratives, and determining political leadership in various countries. One of the biggest controversies surrounding the Bilderberg Group is the influence it allegedly exerts over global decision-making. Critics argue that bringing together heads of state, CEOs of multinational corporations, and central bankers in a private setting, the group allows elites to shape policies without democratic oversight. Although some past attendees have claimed that the meetings are purely discussion without binding decisions, skeptics suggest that agreements reached at Bilderberg gatherings have had real-world consequences, such as shifts in economic policies and political appointments. Despite widespread speculation, there is no concrete evidence that the Bilderberg Group has engaged in illegal activities or direct global governance. Notable attendees have included Bill Clinton, David Rockefeller, and various European royalty and financial leaders. While some of these figures were already influential before attending, critics argue that Bilderberg provides a network where power can be consolidated further. The Bilderberg Group is still active today, holding annual meetings with around 120 to 150 participants from different sectors. While its defenders claim it is merely a high-level forum for discussion, its secrecy ensures that it remains a focal point for those who suspect that an unelected elite is shaping the world's future. The lack of transparency surrounding its discussions will likely continue to spark debate and speculation for years to come. Thank you very much for watching this video, and if you learned something, make sure to leave a like. Comment down below your thoughts on any of the organizations I discussed in this video, and subscribe if you would like to see a part 2 or more videos like this one. Thank you again, and goodbye.